Today, we're diving into Louder by Blaqbonez featuring Ayo Maff and Bella Shmurda, a track that is bold, layered, and packed with both energy and depth. From its clever intro that mimics the anticipation of a live band warm-up to its standout verses and chorus, this track is an absolute goldmine. So let's break it down and let's see why this track hits the way it does. The intro spans 8 bars, and I'll be honest with you, on first listen, I actually thought that this was unnecessary. I genuinely felt that 4 bars was enough, but on reflection, I've completely changed my mind because 8 bars are in fact perfect. Here's why. If you listen closely, the opening sets the tone of what feels like a live band prepping before a set begins. The percussions, they faintly and gradually fade their way into the mix. We get to around 3 seconds, we get this single vocal chant, and this acts almost like a signal or a cue to let you know that something's about to kick off. The guitars, they begin to tease their way into the mix. We get this isolated guitar hit at around 8 seconds, and at first it does feel a little bit random, but then it gradually grows in frequency, creating a natural build. Overall, it's a clever intro, deliberately slow, creating a sense of anticipation and build-up. It mimics the energy of a live band warming up, setting the stage perfectly. And that's why 8 bars fit so well. It's all about building the mood before the verse hits. Kicking off with the pre-chorus, I absolutely love the introduction of the log drum here. It's upfront and it brings an obvious additional sense of rhythm to the track, but it also brings a familiar and modern twist that energizes the mix and pushes the track forward. I also love the fact that they carry over the strings from the intro into this section. We'll delve deeper into what the strings bring to the track when we break down the verses, but for this pre-chorus, keeping the strings in plays a pivotal role because they support the tone of this section, which switches between celebratory and playful, especially with the pop culture references, and moments of introspection. Now, moving into the chorus, and what we notice here is that this section isn't as energized as the pre-chorus, which is interesting because normally you'd expect it to go the other way. But nonetheless, it actually works because, like the pre-chorus, this shift in energy reflects the themes of the chorus itself, concentrating on ideas like focus, pain, and cultural connection. So taking your foot off the gas at this point actually makes sense because it aligns perfectly with the song's narrative. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to listen to both the pre-chorus and the chorus now. And just a quick recap on what you're listening for. So pre-chorus, you've got the introduction of the log drum and how the strings are carried over, but more importantly, what those strings bring to the track. And then chorus-wise, you're listening more for a shift in energy from the pre-chorus. And what you'll notice is how this shift in energy actually reflects the themes of the chorus itself. Now, I will give you a little bit of run up, then we'll go into the pre-chorus, and then from there, obviously, into the chorus. All right, let's go.
On accord, but no mean say we dey try show love. Now boys in a G-Wagon is cool as Get on that shit louder, oh. People they get
pre-chorus.
Days on my feet like Hannah.
Log drum in there.
Like you dey para, oh. May God forgive us for the
rings. That call and response bangs as well. Chorus. Slight shift in energy.
I no go like me, I do yahoo. I said you, so I go fit go. Them know they like when I tell my story. Them say
First up, we've got Blaqbonez verse, and I really like the combination of the soft subtle keys, the guitars and the strings, because these bring both texture and depth to the track. At the same time, it adds warmth and richness that helps to elevate that production, but it also complements the mood and the tone of the verse perfectly, which is what makes it such a strong opening. Moving on to Ayo Maff's verse, and the first thing that you'll notice here is that the energy ramps up compared to Blaqbonez verse, and this is mainly because the log drum takes center stage in the mix, driving the rhythm and giving the track a significant boost. Interestingly, the arrangement is stripped back here. There's no guitars or strings in this section, which shifts the focus entirely to the rhythm. But as we transition into the second section of the verse, elements like the guitars and the strings do come back in, adding layers to the sound. In terms of Ayo Maff's flow and tone, I think they're absolutely spot on. I think it fits well with the track, and the layers that they scatter over those lead vocals absolutely bang. It's a powerful touch that really helps to enhance this part of the track. And then finally, we have Bella Shmurda. He comes in with a higher tone compared to the others, but it works incredibly well. And despite being the last verse, it manages to stand out and hold its own. But more importantly than that, it adds an extra layer of variety that we wouldn't have otherwise. Louder is a track that feels like a journey. It opens up with a slow build that invites us into its world before hitting us with elements of high energy, introspection and incredible variety. Each artist plays their part brilliantly, from Blaqbonez's smooth and textured opening to Ayo Maff's rhythm-driven energy, and finally Bella Shmurda's standout tone, adding the perfect finishing touch. The layers of the production, from its log drum rhythm to the richness of the keys and strings, elevate the song further. It's a track that stays with you, not just for its vibe, but for its fun, focus and emotional depth. Okay, that's it from me. If you want to see more breakdown and analysis videos, there'll be things popping up on the screen right now. But before I go, what do you think of this track? Let me know in the comments down below, and let's keep this conversation going. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.